Hi, Eric.
Hi, Kassi.
Or hi, E.
Hi, E.
Hi.
Oh, you remember that? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because you just edited
Yeah,
that one. I
I
was
know, I
like,
completely forgot until I was editing that one yesterday, and then
editing.
I was like, oh, yeah, that was the whole thing.
Hi, E.
Hi.
Hi, K.
Yeah, it's weird. I hate it.
You don't like hi, K?
No, I don't like the hi.
It sounds like a karate move.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like a hi,
Which is
E.
fine. I guess I like chop you in the throat when I say it.
Just every time you see me,
Yeah,
just chop me in the
I
throat.
chop you in the throat.
It's a good thing we don't record in person, or I would be coughing when I try to
Yeah, just
respond.
every time. Right in the jugular.
It's just like hi, E. I'm just sitting there hawking up like a lung or
Yeah.
something.
Um. So, you said you had something to tell me. Is that still true? Okay.
Yes, I do. I have a rant.
Oh,
Can I
gosh.
get on my soapbox?
Yeah, that's fine.
My proverbial
Yeah, it's
soapbox?
fine.
Why do you don't sound so down about that?
I don't even know.
Why do you sound like it's the worst
I
possible
just
thing
I
ever
don't even
that
know
I
what's
have a
coming.
proverbial
I don't know
soapbox?
what's coming. I'm interested what this rant is. Okay, go.
You should not feel so already like put out that you have to listen to my. You know what? Maybe I won't tell you my rant.
Although, I did think no, today's a good day for a rant. You need to rant today.
Wow. Now I feel even more insulted. Anyway, let me rant.
Okay.
So, okay, so this has been a thing that I have had an issue with in the past, but it was brought to a head the other day when my wife and I went to Panda Express, okay?
Mhm.
Why is it that fast food restaurants, this is more of an issue at fast food restaurants than like a sit down restaurant, feel the need to make their water cups so freaking small?
So that you'll buy a soda? What do you mean?
No, it's stupid. No, it's
No,
stupid.
that's what it
They're
is.
they're acting like they're like rationing you on water because they're like, if you're gonna be so cheap as to not buy a drink, we're gonna make sure you're
No, what
dehydrated.
it
Like they
is
give you no,
that
like literally.
no, what no,
So
no.
like most
If you're
places are
getting
bad, right? Like
water,
most
then they're
places
like,
water
"Ugh, you're
cups.
one of those healthy people. You can walk back and forth to the water fountain 12 times. Have at it."
Not if you're in the drive-through.
Why would you get water in a drive-through? Wouldn't you have a water bottle with you?
You bring a water bottle with you everywhere you go.
If I'm not planning on buying a drink, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
So you're the part of the problem. You're part of the problem then.
no, I've just created my own solution.
You're one of those people that's propitiating the idea that you have enough water on you at all times that you don't need a water cup. No,
Not a
I
tiny
don't like
little
the
one that
fact.
does me no
So like,
good.
okay, yeah, exactly. That's my point
That's my
though.
point.
So Panda Express needs to fix their water cup deal, okay? Panda
Mhm,
Express, most places water cups are already like the size of one of their small
mhm.
cups, right? It's already a little bit of an issue. Panda Express's water cup is like you bought a toddler's sippy cup and decided to put a straw in it that's literally three times, well, yeah, three times the height of the cup. Like the length of straw that fits in the cup is only a third of the total length of the straw because their water cup is so ridiculously small. I could fit the entire volume of a Panda Express water cup in my mouth at one time. That's
I have so many
ridiculous.
conversations.
It's like they're chinsing on these water cups when cups are already like one of their biggest, most marked up things is drinks anyway. Why can't they give you a reasonable sized cup for water?
I personally think most cups are an unreasonable size amount of water, to be honest with you.
And that too much
They're
or too
too
little?
little. I have like a 40-ounce cup at my house. Well, I actually have 3 of them now. But I have like a 40-ounce cup at my house that I put water in because I hate drinking my water and I take like 2 gulps and then I have to refill my cup. Drives me crazy.
Yeah.
But no,
Well,
my
I'm of the
husband,
opinion. I'm kind of agree that most water cups are
he
not
has
big
like a
enough.
little 8-ounce cup. He has this cup from childhood that I've never measured it, but I can't imagine it's more than 6 ounces of water, and he loves that cup. It's his favorite cup to use.
That's stupid because then you have to constantly be
It's
refilling
insane,
it.
and as you know, because we had dinner at your house the other night, we often share drinks, so we'll just share off of 1 cup, right? And so I'm like, "No, I drink a ton of water. You obviously don't drink as much water, so I need a really, really big cup." And he's like, "This little cup's fine." And I'm like, "That's not fine for 1 person, let alone 2 people." But okay, I already feel like water cups are too small at people's houses, just normal people with normal cups.
Yeah.
So yeah, restaurants for sure.
Well, sit down restaurants are one thing because they have like they'll come
Well,
back
they'll
by. They're
refill
really
it.
good
Yeah.
about like refilling it quickly and like promptly, so it's not
Yeah.
usually an issue. I'm irritated by the fast food specifically because sure, if you're inside, you can go refill it,
Yeah.
whatever. But I'm like, they will give you a
It
soda
just,
cup that you could literally fit like an entire 2 liter worth of soda inside of,
yeah.
and yet their water cups like are smaller than like I said,
How
they're like a
much do
toddler
they
sippy
how
cup
much do
level
they
of
charge
water.
you for water?
Well, it's free.
So they're just losing money on the cup, like the cost of the cup, which granted is probably like 2
Technically,
cents
yes,
or
but
whatever,
like
but still.
historically, I don't know if it's still true, but historically, like a given cup, like cup drinks in general at fast food places used to be one of the most marked up things because it would cost them in materials something like it was a pittance. It was a really small amount. It was something like 50 cents to make, and they charge like or probably less than
Yeah.
that actually.
Well, that's
And
that's what I was
given what
saying.
they
They're
charge for
probably
it, it's marked
like
up by like
they're all
400%,
in all
500%.
between the cup lid and straw, they're probably losing, and I mean, I guess technically they have to pay for the water on their end, so I mean, they're losing like 2 cents every time they give you a
Probably
water.
even less. And well, and also like the amount of people that order water cups is probably fairly high, but I bet it's not the majority.
I
Majority of people probably still
Okay,
do
I'm
drinks.
sorry. Where were you going after the drive-through? Please don't
We
say
were
home.
going to like a thing at a friend's
Okay.
house, I think,
All
and
right.
we were just trying to get dinner
No,
quick on the
that's
way
that's fair.
there. And I was like incredibly thirsty because we were running out the door, so I had forgotten to drink much water that day, and I was incredibly
Yeah.
thirsty and went to the Panda Express. It got a water cup, expecting at least a reasonable amount of water, and then they gave me like a mouthful and a half of water. And I'm like, what is this like toddler cup? Give me like a
Oh, you know
regular
what it
cup
is
full of
too?
water.
And I don't know if your Panda Express does it. I know ours does. They have the like cooler by the register with bottled drinks because they also sell bottled water. So I guarantee they give you those tiny little cups because because the next time you come through, they want you to order a bottled water and then they can charge you more for
I'm
it.
just
I
I don't
guarantee
know
that's
what
what it
this
is.
like stingy water cup racket is that places have because they're not the only ones. Like I bet you if you took the average fast food restaurant, you ordered a water cup and then ordered a regular small drink, not even a large drink, a small drink. I bet the water cup's like smaller than their small drink.
I for a while, and I want to get back into doing it, I would bring a tumbler with me when we'd go. It's just a 16-ounce tumbler. And we would order a drink. And I'll be like, hey, can I get a fountain drink? They're like, sure. And I'm like, I don't want a cup. I'm just going to use the tumbler. And they're like, you don't want a cup? And I'm like, no, I'm just going to use my tumbler.
They would let you
Yeah, they
do
did. They
that?
didn't care. They're just like, okay. They were always very confused by it, but I'm like, no, I'm paying for the drink. I just don't want the cup. I'll use
Uh-huh.
my own cup. But yeah, for that reason, I try to have a bottle of water with me. And obviously not always. I don't bring one everywhere, but like if I'm really thirsty, I try to. And obviously I know like you're saying like if you're rushing out of the house and you're like, "Oh, let's just grab something really quick." But
I'm just frustrated by the I'm just like how cheap do they
I don't
have to
think it's
be to
cheap.
chintz out on
I
water
don't think
cups
they're
like
being
that?
cheap about the water. I think they're trying to bully you into buying either a fountain drink or a bottled drink. That's what they're trying to do.
And you know
They're trying
what?
to make
Enough
it
people bully me on a daily basis. I don't need my fast food places
I
doing it.
was I actually felt bad about that today. I wasn't the one bullying you today, but I did feel bad about it.
Yeah, it was one of those days where like it just you know how sometimes things will like annoy you more than normal.
Well, and we talked before about how people just weirdly like to pick on you, and I was kidding with you today about how, like, you're very non-threatening, like, you could have been a serial killer, and people would just be like, "I never saw it coming." Yeah, it was weird, like, everyone at work was picking on you today, and I don't know what that was about.
It had something to do with my
I
face,
did genuinely feel
They could
bad at
just
one point because I was bantering with you like we normally do, and then I don't remember what you said specifically, and my brain just went, "Oh, he's, like, actually upset." Like, not about what's happening,
Yeah,
I think
a
like you said,
smidge.
I think you were just, like, potentially already in a place that anything was gonna, like, kinda set you off, you know what I mean?
No, what it was, I think what it was, which is terrible, but it's one of those things where it's like it was the jokingly upset, and then you get like you play into it, and then inadvertently make yourself more upset because you're pretending to be upset.
You're driven yourself to be upset.
It kind of was. It kind of was to a small extent. I mean, it wasn't really about anything at all. It was just like a minor like thing that just my brain was like that. But now I'm pretend upset, and then the more it was pretend upset, the more I'm like, but actually, I am kind of
I
annoyed.
actually am. Well, and that was the thing, like, as soon as I could tell you were upset, I was just like I knew the exact feeling you have. It's like You're like, I don't really know why I'm upset, but I am. I'm upset.
Yeah.
Like I feel like any other day that maybe this wouldn't have bothered me, but I've worked myself into a place now.
You're like, I'm mad and it's for no particular reason.
Uh, um,
It's like the waking up and choosing violence, but instead you wake up and choose to be annoyed for no particular reason.
I think we know a few people like that. I just woke up
The wake up to choose to be
I
annoyed.
just woke up annoyed.
They're like, I woke up, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna be angry today.
Can you imagine if that's what you had like, if you spent even a month and you just had a wheel of emotions and every morning you woke up, you spun the wheel and you had to express that emotion that day? Like
Do you think you could? If you had a wheel and
No.
it was just a challenge to be like, hey, though, you have to be that like mood the entire day to the best of
I
your
think
ability.
some would be easy for sure. Some would be very difficult, and then some there would be days that'd be rough. Like days where you
It depends.
are
As far as what do you mean? As far as like the depending on the emotion, or depending on that you're supposed to be,
Yeah,
or
you're
depending
supposed
on
to be like,
like
if you woke up, like, you know, those days you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm in a really fantastic mood. It's gonna be a great day. And then right before the house, you leave the house, you spin the wheel, and it was like, you are angry today. And you're just like, oh, what?
yeah, but you could probably find a way to be like angry in a cheerful way.
Yeah, but I worry that it would start out like you said. I would be angry in a jokey way where I'm like, oh, I'm angry, right? And then
And then it would just
I
snowball
actually
until like
would
you're
end up
actually
angry.
angry.
Yeah. And I feel like,
Well, I mean, I believe, and I am right in this belief because it's true,
okay.
that like pretending to be a certain mood can influence your mood. That's why, like, if you just tell yourself, like, if you're having a bad day at work or
Mhm.
whatever it is, and you just tell yourself, no, you know what, today's a good day, and you just like pretend to like decide to be cheerful and just smile, like, often you'll have your day will like your mood will improve because your brain is basically decided it's a good day now. And I feel like it's kind of the reverse is with like that kind of thing where you're like, I'm gonna pretend to be grumpy, and then next thing you know, you're like, I'm
Yeah.
actually
I think
upset.
that's true to an extent for sure. I think you can dictate your emotions in a way that can actually influence you for sure. I think sometimes it's
Yeah.
just a lie, but I think there are times that can change your mood.
I think it depends on how you do it because there are times where it's just like the whole masking thing. You're
Yeah.
not actually like
That's why I was like,
doing it. Yeah, just it's still a
yeah,
lie.
I
But
think
then
sometimes it's
I think
true.
there are times that you can legitimately like change like it like if you think it's like a mental thing. It's not just pretending so
Oh
much
yeah.
as
I
like
think it's how much you believe
choosing
it.
to change your perception.
How much you
Yeah.
genuinely believe it. Because no, I think about that sometimes like traffic, I think is a great example. There's some days I've been stuck in traffic, but I'm in a really good mood, so I'm just like, "Yeah, whatever." And then some days I'm in a terrible mood and, it's just like, "Why? Why today of all days?" You know?
You're
Um,
like, this is the absolute worst thing that could have happened to me today.
yeah, and then yeah, like I said, and then there's some days you're stuck in traffic and you're just like, "Okay, whatever. That was a no rush. It's fine."
I love those things where like if you pause and think about it for just a second, you'll be like, why am I annoyed at this? This is not a big deal.
Yeah, that's most things, most things are not a
I
big
mean, that's
deal.
true. It is generally the case that most things are not that big of a
Not
deal and
really.
people tend to blow things out of proportion.
Well, and then, like, there's the whole thing of, like, it might just be a big deal to you in that moment, and then in, like, an
Yeah.
hour, it's not gonna matter. I like how people, I'm sure you've heard the stories about people calling, like, 911 with their emergencies, and it's, like, not an emergency at all, and they're like, "Yeah, there's people, like, out there dying, so I'm gonna have to hang up on you now."
They're like, yeah, this is not an emergency.
Yeah, that was, when my husband used to work at apartments, and he was on call, they rotated being on call, but they'd be on call all night and all weekend when it was their turn, and the amount of calls he would get of people being like, "I need this fixed, it's an emergency," and they're like, "No, I don't think you understand what an actual emergency is, like, we're only gonna send somebody out if there's, like, a fire, a leak, or, like, a flooding incident, like,
Yeah.
freezing, that kinda
It's
thing."
like, is your sink faucet currently broken and flooding the kitchen? If not,
People
cool.
would call and be like, My dryer isn't working. I need someone to come fix it right now." And they're like, "Okay, we'll have someone come Monday." And they're like, "No, it's an emergency." They're like, "Drying your clothes in a machine actually is not an emergency in any way." I don't know what to tell you.
They're like, realistically, even if your emergency is, I have absolutely no clothes, I need clothes now. It's like, There's like a thrift store around the corner.
Well,
You could probably go buy
like,
an outfit for
there's a
today.
laundromat, or I know a lot of times they would offer people, they're like, "Well, we can give you, like," they had, like, the model unit and stuff like that, and they'd be like, "Oh, you can come down and do your laundry at the model unit," or
Yeah.
whatever, and people like, some people would take them up and be like, "Fine, it's inconvenient, but whatever," and some people would just be like, "That's ridiculous." It's like, is it an emergency or not? Because if it's an emergency, then you would take the
Yeah.
offer.
It's like you're saying it's an emergency, but you're not willing to like actually do what's necessary for an
The
emergency.
one of them was a lady called because her oven wasn't working, and they were like, "Okay," again, it was, like, Sunday night, right? And they're like, "Cool, we'll have someone out first
Yeah.
thing Monday," and she's like, "No, I need my oven tonight," and they're just like, "We're not gonna send someone out as an emergency call for your oven, I'm sorry," and she's just like, "I have to make cookies for my kid's bake sale tomorrow," and they're like, "I think you're just gonna have to go buy cookies," like, I don't that's,
Yeah.
again, not an emergency.
It's like,
And I
well,
think
that's unfortunate for you, but
yeah, I think again, they, like, were like, "Okay, you can come down to the model unit and use that oven or whatever," but it's just, like, so funny. It's an emergency, it's like, baking cookies is never an emergency. Like
I don't know. I think you clearly do not care about cookies as much as I do.
um, no, I don't think I do.
I'm gonna tell you right now, baking cookies, that can be the most emergency in the world. You know, I think I'm with them actually. I think cookies is an emergency.
Do you think baking the cookies is an emergency or having cookies is an emergency?
No, I think it's not the bake needing to bake them is not the emergency. The inability to bake them is an emergency though.
Make a microwave cookie, you know?
Yeah, it's just not as good, you know. A microwave cookie it just doesn't
Yeah,
have
but in
the
an
je ne
emergency, a
sais quoi.
spare tire is not as good as a regular tire, but in an emergency, it's fine.
So you're telling this parent
Yeah.
to bring microwave cookies to their child's bake sale.
I'm telling this parent, go buy cookies. Go to your friend's house. Like, do anything else.
Yeah, that is interesting to me. That's like they don't have any friends. I'm like, I know a lot of people don't have a whole lot of friends, but there's a level to me of like you don't have a single friend that you could go over to their house and make the cookies there.
Yeah, right? Not what like, cause I get, like, especially kinda where we live, there might be people who are here that don't have, like, family here or whatever, but not a friend? Not one friend?
Yeah, there's nobody that you
Your
could go to
kid
that'd be like, "Hey, can I use your
doesn't see
oven?"
have a single classmate parent that you could call? Even if you're
And be
not
like, "Hey, can I
friends?
use your oven to make
Yeah.
cookies?"
Um, can I tell you one other story from when Trey worked at the apartments?
If you must.
So one time he gets a call. I think it's midnight. It was late. And these people had just moved into their apartment and they called and they're like, "We don't have any electricity." And they're, he's doing the whole thing like, "Okay, you did make sure to have it turned on and everything." Which even if they didn't have it turned on, like the apartment still pay to have the electricity running, right? And they're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, just nothing's working. None of the outlets, nothing. Like we can't get anything to work." So he goes over there, walks in, immediately all the lights are on, right? Obviously you have electricity. But he's already there. So he's like, "Okay, what's going on?" And they're like, "Well, we kept trying to plug in um our lamp so we could start setting some stuff up, get ready to go to bed, whatever. And it's not working. And the outlet's not working. And he's like, "Okay." And then he's like, test the outlet. And it's like, "Yeah, it's working." And they're like, "No, none of the outlets are working. We tried it in every outlet." And he goes, "Did you try anything else? Like plug anything else in?" And they go, "No." And he goes, "Did you check the light bulb in the lamp?" And they're just like, "Oh."
What are the odds that your lamp is broken?
And he's just like, "You seriously called me over here in the middle of the night. First of all, saying you didn't have electricity. When you have electricity, your outlets weren't working, which is a totally different thing. But then you called me over here because you had one item that you checked in multiple outlets and you never checked any other item."
Oh my
But yeah, as
goodness.
soon as he was just
Wow.
like, "Did you check the light bulb?" He said they were so embarrassed at that point. They're just like, "We're so sorry that you had to come by."
You know what though? That strikes me as a like maybe they were just because if it was like midnight, right? Maybe they were just massively sleep deprived because they were just trying to move in and they're like busy with work and moving and everything. And like you said, they were embarrassed, which means clearly there was a level there where like it wasn't intentional stupidity or like indignant stupidity. It was just legitimate stupidity.
Oh, And if I can put out a quick PSA, if I can get on my soapbox for a second, can you scoot over and let me get up there?
I mean, I'll just step down off the
Yeah,
box. We
get
don't
out of
have
the
to
way.
stand in the box at the
If
same
I
time.
can, on behalf of plumbers and maintenance workers and anyone else in this profession, quit flushing flushable wipes. Stop it. Stop doing it. Stop it.
You right there, Glenn, you know
Glenn,
who you are. Stop doing
stop it.
it.
Yeah, because they'll tell
Glenn.
you they're flushable, whatever. The amount of times that Trey had to go out, and this is at different properties, the amount of times he had to go out because someone in a building used flushable wipes and it ended up clogging the entire sewage line. It's gross. They have to call people out. They have to get it all cleared out. They even put flyers out telling people, please stop doing this, right? If we do find out you're doing it, you're paying for the whole thing. People would still do it. It's insane. And then I know Trey's like, he knows plumbers. And so he's talked to plumbers that are like, the amount of times I've had to like go to people's houses because it gets caught in their lines and stuff. And then ultimately, you know, it ends up in the sewer system, clogs the sewer systems, whatever. Stop doing it. Stop it.
I just think it's funny how they're marketed it as that when they're straight up not. Like everything says they're not. Like everywhere is like, no, don't
Yeah.
use those. They're
Will
not flushable.
they flush down? Yeah, sure. I guess in that essence they are flushable, but then it's disaster after
Well, then
that.
by that metric, anything that fits down the drain is technically
Right?
flushable.
Anything's flushable at that point. Anyway, that was it. That was my I'll get down from the soapbox now.
Okay, are we gonna put the soapbox away? Just leave it out just in case.
We could just set it to the side. I don't know what's gonna come up. You know, we never know where we're going in these conversations, so let's just save it for later, you know?
Okay. This is Cassie. This is where you insert in the edit like a sound effect of like wood
Just-
sliding across the floor.
Right.
So you just like slide the crate over
we'll
sound
just
effect.
scoot that over. Hey, if that sounds in there, people, just know I'm getting way better at doing edits.
And if it's not there, just know that nothing has changed.
Just know that I probably did the edit the day before we had to post.
And I probably posted it like 20 minutes before it's supposed to release.
Because we are professionals.
Because we're professionals, and that's how professionals do things. At the last possible moment, procrastinating like nobody's business.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know why we thought this was a good idea, because we both do procrastinate quite a bit.
I think we were hoping it would like spur us on to not procrastinate as badly.
I think, but hey, in the big scheme of things, we've only missed a post one time, right?
Twice.
Dang it. Twice.
I know, because I'm the one in charge of actually uploading them, and I've done it twice.
Eric, I've been wanting to talk to you.
What?
About. Have you heard about an analog bag?
No.
Okay.
The heck is an analog bag?
So, people.
Wait, analog implies just historically like old-fashioned. Therefore, an analog bag, if I have to hazard a guess, is a traditional bag, and they're coming out with new digital bags that are like rechargeable Ziploc bags.
No.
Oh, okay.
Just. So, in order to kick social media addiction to electronics, trying to be more present in their lives and being able to, which I find this a little funny. Some of it is to be able to just sit and be, but I'm like, you're still like doing stuff and distracting yourself, but whatever. It's not the point. So an analog bag is, instead of going to, say, the doctor's office and playing on your phone, right? Or riding the bus and playing on your phone, or listening to a podcast. Please listen to ours. You have a bag.
We want you to be addicted to the podcast.
You have a bag of things like coloring books, actual books, cross stitching, needle or knitting, crocheting, like whatever, right? Whatever it is, whatever little hobby you're into that's like can travel well. You have this bag of just activities, right? To distract yourself like you're a toddler going on a trip. Like, you know, when you're going to take a kid somewhere and you're like, oh, let me make sure I bring a couple toys in case they get kind of fussy. Adults are doing it for themselves now because people's attention span.
In case they get kind of fussy.
Because they're bored. And it's wild to me because some of these bags, right? Like I get, especially, I know men sometimes have like the little satchel, women have their purse, like whatever. And people might have a book they're reading, a sketchbook if you're getting into drawing, or like a journal to just like jot ideas down, whatever. I get
Yeah.
that. But some of these bags that people bring with them, I'm like, I couldn't imagine lugging that around with me so I don't have to be bored for 5 minutes at the doctor's office. Like, it's insane.
Interesting that people are so bad at like being bored. I'm like, sure, if like you want something to do, that's one thing, but like they're like, oh, I'm trying to not be on my phone, so therefore I have to bring a bunch of stuff with
And
me because I'm incapable of just like not using my
incapable of not
phone.
using my phone. And again, it's not, oh, I'm just gonna bring like the one thing I'm doing right now. It's like I have to have, like, again, a toddler, I have to have a variety of things because I don't know what mood I'm gonna be in. I don't know what thing I'm gonna wanna
Yeah.
do, and if I start reading my book and I'm bored, I'm gonna wanna have something to pivot to and just saying, "I don't really feel like reading my book. I'll just sit here and stare at the wallpaper," you know?
Yeah. It's like I have to I just yeah. It's funny that like their attention span is bad enough that they have to have extra stuff.
Mhm.
Like, it's like you're
And
saying, it's not just the one thing, it's the I need, like, 3 things because I can't focus on any one
I
thing
don't
for
even
any
know
length
if
of
it's
time.
attention span that's also the issue as much as just, the need to have what you want when you want it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's almost like you can't just tell yourself, "Nah, we don't have that right now. Do something else." You know what I mean? It's like, "Oh, no, I don't have
Yeah.
my sticker puzzle book," which is a thing I found out. I don't have that.
Oh, you didn't know sticker puzzle
I
books were a
didn't
thing?
know that. I saw one the other day and I was like, "Oh, that's fun. I should put it in my analog bag with 40 other things in case I
I
get bored
mean,
later."
sticker puzzle books I will say sticker puzzle books actually are kinda cool.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was doing a sticker puzzle book, I might bring just that with me. But like, I'll have to try to find pictures of it. It's gigantic tote bags, just packed full of stuff. And my thing is, I don't even really carry like a purse or anything with me. I try to carry as few things with me as possible whenever I go anywhere. So the idea of carrying a whole other bag just to entertain myself is mind-boggling to me and hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I want to know, did these people have these things beforehand and these are genuine hobbies that they are already into, or maybe one of them is something they want to get into, or did they go buy all of these things purely to not be on their phone, which seems crazy to me.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's why you know what? Maybe that's why none of them are interesting to them. Maybe the reason none of that stuff is engaging is because it's all stuff that they, or don't care about, you
They
know?
haven't curated
Yeah,
their
it's just all
interests
stuff
yet.
that they're like, "You know what? I don't even enjoy this, but I had to buy stuff to try to be more present," you know? You know the funniest thing?
What?
Okay, so I get the trying to kick phone addiction, whatever, right? I get that.
Absolutely. I think it's great.
But I find it funny that part of the reasoning is to quote unquote be more present. And it's like, okay, okay. But if you're sitting there, let's say you're at like let's say you're at like a dinner party, right?
Mhm.
And you're like, "Oh, I don't want to be on my phone the whole time, so I need to do something to be more present." I'm like, if you whip out like a sticker puzzle book and you're sitting there with your nose in a sticker puzzle book, you're not any more present at the party
Although
than you were on your phone.
although I think more people will come up and talk to you, that's for sure. If I'm at a party and someone is sitting in the corner with a sticker puzzle book, I'm 100% going over there and being like, "What's that? What are you doing? What is this?" Right?
I mean, yeah,
If
sure.
they're on their
Obviously, it's going
phone,
to
I'm
invite
gonna
more
walk right
conversation,
by
but
them.
you're still like just as antisocial in some ways.
Yeah. I love the idea of too, not even a party, but a dinner party where you typically come in like a pairing, like you're there with someone else.
You're there with someone else, you're in fancy dress, and you're just like got your sticker puzzle book
Just- oh,
at the table.
I was just thinking, so Trey and I, our anniversary is coming up, and we always go out to dinner, and I'm just thinking, like, as soon as the waiter comes over, I just pull out my little puzzle book.
They're like, "Do you know what you want to order?" And you're like, "Hold on, I gotta
Hang
finish my
on.
unicorn."
I finally figured out where this one sticker goes.
Funny thing is, those actually are kind of fun. It's like the sticker puzzle books, they're kind of fun. If they're in the same vein as like coloring books and stuff, that can be kind of fun for
Yeah,
like just an idle
it's just a thing.
something to do.
I wanted to get into the diamond paintings, where you
Yeah.
stick the little gem It's
onto the sticky
yeah, it's
paper.
just a paint by number essentially. I did one of
Yeah.
them. It was a lot of fun. Really, really enjoyed it. However, what do you do with it when you're done? You know what I mean? And it's just
A lot of people
there.
just keep them. Some people will
Yeah.
actually take the time to frame them, which seems weird to me.
Yeah, the one I have, I'll probably end up framing because it's pretty cute and it glows in the dark. So I definitely want that out and about in my house. Little nightlight.
I don't know if it glows in the dark enough to be a night
Yeah, I
light.
was just kidding. Like I kind of wanted to do another one, but then I was like, do I just have like a closet just stacked with
A closet.
diamond
You walk in the closet, it's just floor to ceiling of these
just
things.
diamond paintings? Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I paint a mural on my wall and then get the glue and I just slowly bedazzle it.
You know what? That at least would be kind of
That would
cool.
actually be pretty cool. Hmm.
Like that sounds like a sick idea.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've talked about this before. At the stairs going to my basement, right? Our
Yeah.
basement, it's like a movie video game room thing. It's just like full of dorky knickknacks. So
Dorky knickknacks.
I don't know how to describe it.
Story of my life.
Right? So I think I told you we wanted to it's like a dark stairway, and so I was like, oh, it'd be kind of fun to do like a Minecraft wall and like paint the one wall to look like the Minecraft blocks, like when you're tunneling. But
Yeah,
now,
especially since you said you have like those torches,
yeah, I
right? That
have
are
little
like lights
Minecraft
that go on the wall.
torches up on the wall. But now I'm thinking wherever like the diamond, redstone, like any of that is supposed to be, I should bedazzle those areas so they like shimmer a little.
I mean, that would be kind of cool, actually.
That would be
Yeah.
really cool. That would be cool if I ever do that. I won't, but if I did, really cool.
What would you do if I worked with Trey and like we just did that to your wall without you knowing?
That would be really cool. I would be down for I would be excited.
The problem is I don't know if that would be something that would be doable on a day that like in a single day, which means you'd end up knowing about it.
You'd have to No, here's what you do. You wait till I go on a trip to like see my sister. Where like potentially
You
I go
do
by
that? That's a
myself.
thing you ever do?
I did one time.
How long has your sister lived in Florida?
While. Listen, part of the time was during COVID. Nobody was traveling. Okay. Actually, I was
Uh-huh.
supposed to go see her that Easter, and then everything shut down, and I didn't get to go see her. And then I've only, unfortunately, been one other time to go see her.
So what you're saying
I
is
know.
you don't visit your sister ever.
I don't get to. No, I would like to visit her more, but I don't get to. Just
Uh-huh.
life.
Sure, blame life. I know how much leave you have and how much time
It's
you could
not.
take off of work.
It's
I know
not
for a fact you
leave.
have time.
It's not just the like time from work. It's that I also have pets to take care of, and
You have a husband that could take care of them.
I have a husband to take care of.
That's fair.
I wanted you to be like, you have pets to take care of him.
You have pets to take care of your husband and husbands to take care of your pets. You're
No, I'm
fine.
just kidding. Trey could take care of himself. He'll be fine. He doesn't want to, but he can.
He's like, he can take care of himself as long as I clearly label all of his
I can
food.
say, pre-pack all his lunches.
Okay, so fine. Instead of doing your
Mhm.
wall, I'll make sure that Trey has food to eat and you can go visit your sister.
Well, okay, and then the thing is she comes and visits here a lot. So then I do get
So
to see
just
her.
because she comes here often,
No, no,
you're
no.
like, it's no longer in my purview to have to ever go?
Yeah, pretty much. She's here, so I don't have to go there. No, it's just one of those things that now it's like it's that I get to see her quite a bit, which is nice. So you know what I mean? It's like then I don't have to it's not like one of those where you're like, "Oh, I haven't seen them in 7 years."
Sounds like you're making excuses for not having to go visit your sister.
When your brother didn't live here, how often did you go see him?
Uh, basically at least yearly, because at the time he lived in the same state as my sister, which means we went out there often enough for other stuff.
Mm.
Half the time, not even to visit so much as just go out and, well, partly to visit, but we'd also go out to help with stuff or like, they like go to, I don't even remember why. We went out a lot. Anyway, basically yearly.
But you're also going, I assume, with your mom and other siblings.
Oh, so sure, just because there's other people, then it's not. Okay, fine, take Trey and the pets with you.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine trying to travel with them.
Wow. That sounds like a
Although
diss against Trey.
no, not Trey. I've traveled with Trey lots of times. Although Trey and I have talked about getting a little camper, and I think that would be fun. Do a little
Like,
road
I can't
trip.
even imagine having to travel with Trey. It's just the worst.
No, traveling with Trey is great. Oreo. Well, actually, Oreo likes the car. Trixie does not like the car.
But how would they feel about an airplane?
Trixie has been on an airplane and she was extremely fussy until we taxied. And then she passed out and slept the whole flight. And then as soon as we landed, she woke up and was like, "Get me out of here." So,
What about Oreo?
I think Oreo would hate it. He doesn't like loud noises. I think he would really hate an airplane. I think he'd be so upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be awful. But also, that was when Trixie was a puppy. I think now she wouldn't put up with it. Like, she barely.
Now that she's old and spoiled.
Yeah, because I can barely drive her to the vet before she starts having a meltdown. It's like a 15-minute drive, and then she's like, "I'm done now."
She's become like an old diva.
Yeah.
Who's like, I can't put up with this.
She is a bit of a diva.
I demand more pampering.
Yeah, she is a diva. I love how we've been taking her with us sometimes when we're gonna go to people's houses. So we don't have to like leave her all day when we're at work and then at night. And we brought her to your house and she saw your dog and was like, "Get out of my house."
Yeah, she was barking at my dog like it's her own house. It's like, you realize this is not your home, right? And also, you realize that if you got in a fight with that dog, you would definitely lose.
And she'd only been in your house for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
She wasn't even in your house that long. And then she was the same way at my brother-in-law's house. His girlfriend's dog was over, and we just had her out. We had Trixie outside. We were just sitting on the patio. And then the other dog was inside. And they seemed to be getting fine. Fine. It was whatever. And then Trixie just hit a point where if the other dog tried to come outside, she was like, "This is my backyard. You stay in the house." Like,
I always think it's hilarious
so
when
insane.
dogs, little dogs specifically, I mean, hilarious to some extent, annoying to other extents if it's really bad, which yours isn't, but like if it's really bad. But I always find it funny with little dogs when they get like little dog complex where like they think they're a big dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll like bark at or pick fights with dogs. And it's like, if you guys actually got in like a legitimate, like no holds barred fight, it's like you would lose in an instant.
And that's what's funny about Trixie is I think, truthfully, a lot of what's with Trixie is so she's always had autoimmune diseases, right? Like we found out when she was very, very little, because she would just be running around, just playing like a normal little puppy. And she would start like yelping. And so we took her in a couple of times to our vet. And basically they found out she just had something up with her like legs where she was like hyperextending her legs all the time. And then we came to find out like way later in life that she also has like bone issues in that. So we think she like fractured a bone way early on. And she just never really told us that. And so we didn't, obviously know anything was wrong with her leg.
With the words, because dogs can speak English words.
Yeah. Well, but they limp and they whine. They did.
I limp and I whine, and there's nothing wrong with my.
Again, we've talked about this before, Eric. I think you can communicate with people and animals even if they don't speak English. But
I disagree. I 100% disagree. I don't think there's. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're crazy.
You're like, I don't communicate with anybody, even when they do speak English.
Charades? What is that?
You're like,
charades is a myth.
That's why you never want to play charades. You don't understand it.
I don't understand the concept of this game. You're supposed to communicate with your body by moving?
Like, I don't understand.
What is this game?
But I think, so she
Charades.
Charades. But she kept getting hurt. And so then I noticed she became really timid with dogs she didn't know. And so I think she's at a point now where it's like, I think if she thinks a dog is going to be too rough with her, then I think her thing is like, I'm just going to scare them off before they try to hurt me. Yeah. Which isn't healthy, but Trixie, you gotta let.
Neither is she. So
you gotta let other dogs in sometimes.
Right? It's like it's not healthy, but neither is she. So like dog, like.
So it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I had something else I wanted to bring up to you.
Do you remember what it was?
Yes. And I was in shock when it happened.
You were in shock. Okay, I'm prepared. Hold on. Let me get in my mental space, prepared to be shocked.
Do you have a guess?
Okay, I'm ready to be shocked.
It's one of the things on my list of things to talk to you about. Do you have a guess of which one it is?
Oh, hold on. I gotta look at that list then.
Okay.
Spoons.
No, but we can come back to that. Also shocking. Also shocking, but
Also
for a
shocking.
different reason.
I don't know if I'm prepared to be shocked twice.
Yeah, it's
Like
fine. We can
mentally
save that for
or
another. We
emotionally.
can save that for another episode.
Well, we'll see. We'll see after the first one
Okay.
how shocked I actually am.
Okay. So you remember a long time ago. I don't remember what episode it was. I'd have to look it up. But we talked about boxing in the Olympics, and we were saying how it would be funny as if you had to do. Oh, episode 16. If anyone wants to go back and listen, it was episode 16.
Is that the chess boxing thing?
Yeah, and so you remember how we said like it'd be funny if they had to do like a round of boxing and then play a game of chess or whatever, like do a couple moves.
Well, I mean that's what chess boxing is. That's a sport, but yeah.
Right, and so we had talked about this, and it was like we were like laughing about it, and we're like, oh, that'd be so funny, right? Never seen it, never really heard about it, right? Obviously, it's believable, it's a thing, you know that. I'm watching a movie on Netflix. And the girl is a reporter and she has to go to a chess boxing event in the movie. And it's like a whole segment of the movie. And I'm like, how have I never heard about this? And I've never really seen it before. And then just all of a sudden it's just like, it's a random part of a movie.
I mean, that's a little more, in some ways I would have said it's that thing where like when you don't acknowledge something as existing and then as soon as you do, it seems suddenly is everywhere. Except for the fact that that's a lot more significant than just like acknowledging something in passing by. That's like a plot point in the movie.
It was a plot point in the movie. The whole thing is that she's like starting this like relationship. It was like a rom-com thing. And so then she's like calling the guy and she's like, oh, you wouldn't believe the craziest thing I just saw. Yeah, because like chess boxing is a thing. And I said, yeah, I didn't know that either. Till recently.
You're like, tell me about it, lady.
And
you found the movie really relatable is what you're saying?
Yeah, and I was just like shocked. I was shocked to the point that I was like, it's not like I saw a news story about it, right? If I saw a news story, I'd be a little bit like, okay, whatever, you know, like they're just trying to cover something interesting. But the fact that it was a plot point within this movie, just a random movie on Netflix that really had nothing to do with boxing or chess. And I was like, what? What is happening here?
You know what? I know what happened. The writer of that movie listened to the podcast and was like, what? This is a thing? And then put it in their movie.
If you are the writer of that movie, let us know. Leave it in the comments.
You know how crazy that'd be if that were true?
That would be wild. That would be wild. And I don't think we're going to influence people that way. But okay.
You don't think so?
No. No, I don't.
You need to have more faith in our reach, Kassi, as a podcast.
Okay. Maybe one day.
I think we have the potential. I think we
have all the potential.
Comedic and cultural, socio something yada 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 draw to get that popular, you know?
Maybe not.
Nah, I think we do.
We could do it one day. Okay. That's a tangent. I'm not even gonna go down that road. Never mind. Cut that. Moving on.
Sorry. Hold on. What's the tangent? Now I feel like we have to.
Well, I was thinking about the whole thing about like, oh, everyone's like, oh, it's because when you put videos on YouTube, people want to see your face and that. And then I was just like, but we're like, I don't really want to be on video. And then I was like, maybe we should just get like sock puppets.
So what you're saying? I thought we were already potentially doing something.
Yeah, we're working on it. It's just, you know, it takes time.
Just not sock puppets.
The thing we have in the works is a lot cooler than sock puppets.
Yeah.
So
I mean, assuming we ever get around to actually doing stuff because us and procrastinating.
Yeah. That's accurate.
Knowing us, statistically not likely. But you know what? One can dream.
We'll get there.
One can hope.
Oh.
If you had a dream for this podcast, what would it be?
If I had a dream for this podcast, like a goal? Like,
I don't know.
I dream we get dinosaurs.
Dude. Like as guests?
Yeah.
Like a guest on the podcast that's a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Like we can just be like, hey, Mr. Rex, what do you feel about that? And
only
he just goes,
I will interview them because you can't understand them and communicate.
Oh, yeah. Well, that also means you have to be in the same space as the dinosaurs, so I'm okay with that, because that means
fine.
I will be alive. we will have one episode where we're interviewing dinosaurs as a guest, and the next episode I will be hosting by myself because they will have eaten you.
If something happened to me and you had to get a new co-host, who's your next not really friend in line?
I think you know.
Trey.
Now I'm curious who you're thinking, but no, I don't know.
Kidding.
Who do I like but also absolutely hate, you know?
Well, today at work it was kind of everybody.
Yeah, but that means there's too many hosts. I can't have them all be hosted.
It's going to be a weekly rotation this week.
And also, it wasn't everybody.
I know,
it
I'm
was
just
like
kidding.
31% of them.
I'm just kidding.
It was, how many people are at that job? No, I'm kidding. Right? Like, do the math.
Yeah.
It's 1 out of...
Hang on, I can figure this out.
No. We don't need to say numbers here.
If we were going to have a guest on our podcast, anybody at all, who would you pick to be the first guest?
Very first guest?
Mhm. I don't care if they're real.
I think it should be Trey, you know?
You think anybody at all, not even a real person, and you'd pick Trey?
Why?
That's so nice.
You know why I picked Trey?
Because he's awesome?
I picked Trey? No, because he's the only other person so far of the people that we talk about that's been named by name.
Oh, that's true. We should. I don't know if anyone else listening would care to have Trey on, and we could do a little Q&A. People could meet Trey, and then they can meet your wife. Oh, yeah. What if we had them record a podcast episode?
That would be really funny. And they can still just use our names in the intro.
They can just use our names. Oh my gosh. And then I would sound like a guy. Remember when I very first said that? I was like, how are they going to know?
How would they ever know? Yeah, exactly.
That would be hilarious. I don't think Trey would do it, but it would be funny.
You don't think he'd do it?
No.
Why not?
I'm not gonna have to ask him. I don't even know if he'd want to be a guest, let alone run a podcast with someone he has talked to a handful of times.
But in some ways that might give you a reason, like, if depending on how good you are at like small talk in any capacity, that would give you a reason, like, something to talk about.
Well, let me tell you, Trey, excellent at small talk. So good at it. He loves small talk.
Is that because he's short?
Wow. That's mean.
Small talk.
I don't.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, then him and my wife would have great small talk because she's also short. That was the joke.
Is she short?
I mean, in comparison to like tall people.
How tall is she?
I don't know off the top of my head, but significantly less than me.
You don't know how tall your wife is?
No. Do you know how tall Trey is by exact measurement?
Yeah.
How tall is Trey?
He was 5'6", but I'm interested because we went to the doctor the other day and he measured himself and he was a little bit shorter, and then we were laughing about getting old and shrinking.
Do you think he wants you announcing to all of our like 20-something listeners how tall he is?
Trey does not care.
Okay, well, hold on 1 second. I will ask my wife. Haha! My wife is shorter than your husband. She is 5'7".
That would be taller.
Wait, no. You said 5'7"?
Yeah, and Trey.
You said 5'7"?
Trey was 5'6".
Okay, never mind. I'm bad at numbers. That's taller.
Okay, we have to keep that in now.
That's backwards. Yeah. No, that's me.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
But I mean, in comparison, you're what? Like,
I'm 5'10".
Yeah,
that's what you're
and I'm like 6'2". So by comparison, they're both short.
Yeah, I just felt like for a woman, she wasn't that short, but I really wasn't sure how tall she was.
I mean, she's taller than Trey.
She's taller than my sister.
Does that make Trey really short?
No, because Trey's taller than my sister.
Well, I mean, yeah, but wait, is he really?
Because she's 5'5".
Does your sister just always wear heels or something?
Yeah, she wears heels.
Because she doesn't seem shorter than Trey.
Yeah, she wears heels. I mean, they're only like an inch difference. It's like him and Michelle.
Well, yeah, but if they're only like an inch difference and she's wearing heels, then that would be why she doesn't feel shorter than Trey in my head.
Yeah, that's probably why. Or maybe it's just because you look down on everyone. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I mean, I look down on everyone physically because I'm tall, not because I actually look down on them.
No, you actually look down on people. You're very elitist.
No, I very specifically have said to some of the people at work before that are shorter that I'm like, just because I look down on you physically does not mean I don't appreciate you.
I was trying to think if you were elitist about something, what would it be? Like, what are you really judgy about?
The way that people eat kiwis.
That's true. You are judgy about that.
I am judgy about that. Have we talked about that on the podcast?
We did,
before?
yeah. When we talked about fruit.
Okay,
and
I was like, we definitely have.
At some point, we are going to try different kinds of fruit. If anyone has a weird fruit they want us to try, leave a comment.
And we will make sure we avoid that one specifically.
Oh, and then if you want us to shout you out, just let us know also.
We also won't do that.
I will. Eric,
but not in the episode. We'll edit that part out.
We won't, because I do the editing.
Oh, but here's the thing. I do like the final pass of like audio quality, and I could edit things out if I wanted to.
Yeah, but you're not
and
going to.
You would probably never even know, honestly.
I wouldn't know.
You don't listen back to it.
But I also know you're not going to.
What would you do if I did? Like, there's a whole segment that you thought was in there, and it turns out it's not even in there because I took it out.
Nothing.
You wouldn't do anything?
I would never know. How would I know?
No, but if you found out.
Nothing. What would I be upset about?
I don't know.
Why would I?
That I took something out and didn't tell you?
But why would I be upset about that? And also,
that I made an editing choice?
I don't remember half of what we talk about, even after I edit.
What if I spliced it? What if I spliced an episode to make you sound particularly stupid?
Oh, listen, you and I make ourselves sound stupid without edits. Okay.
That is true. We don't really need anything to make it work.
I think we put enough stupid things out there that even if you like stitched a whole thing together, it wouldn't make any difference. I don't think anyone would think I was any dumber.
Me thinking 5'7" was shorter than 5'6" for a second there.
Yeah. It's just, we say enough stupid things. I don't know
numbers, okay? That's like the other day when you were at, that was the day that you were over at the house, right? When I did the other math thing, or was that a different day? No, it was today.
Yeah, I was like, wasn't that this morning?
I was trying to double a number, and I literally like someone said something about like double a certain age, and I was doing the math in my head, then I'm like, I'd like literally a solid like minute later, I was like, that'd be this. Yeah. And then I like looked over at you and like made eye contact and was like, shut up.
Yeah, I hadn't even said anything. And you were just like, no.
I was like, yes, that's how long it took me to do that in my head. Shut up.
Just stop.
It wasn't even that high of a number. I was doubling something like 20 something. I don't remember what it was.
My thing is like, it's like, you know what it is? It's not even bad at math or anything like that. It's just, it's the thing we talked about is like, you could know something, but when someone asks you like on the spot or like rapid fire kind of thing, your brain just shuts off. It just goes, I don't know. And you're like, no, we do know. We know 4 + 4. And it's like, do we?
Do though? Do I
How do we know that that's right?
4 + 4 might be 7.
Are we sure? You're like, look, I can do basic math.
I can't do basic math.
My problem is I'm such a visual person. I mean, like, there's the ones that they made you like memorize in school, but a lot of stuff I have to like write it down. And if I don't have paper, I have to like in the air write it and then like visualize it.
Like with your finger?
Yeah. I don't know why.
So you're just waving a hand around like you're a character from Harry Potter?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just such a visual person. That's the thing. I'm not great at.
Can I just say, Harry Potter, okay?
Yeah.
The whole waving the hand around. I don't know if I brought this up before specifically. I'm sure I have.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it with the whole like I just lost my train of thought entirely. Oh, wait. What is it with the fact that they don't have to like actually say spells ever?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before, but I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast. I find that strange.
Why?
I mean, it's visual. It's inconsistency.
Why?
Because in they learn spells and they have to, say the spells, but then like all the teachers just point wands and wiggle things and it just does magic.
Yeah. Because you can think the spell. And so basically they're just learning, right? And so it's like first they're learning the movements and the incantations, right? But it's like they're trying to relate those things in their head. And then also I think it's so the teachers know, much like with the Leviosa, right? I think it's making sure that they are doing it correctly to start with. And then once you have those basics, you don't have to say it out loud every time. You can just do it.
Okay. So if you were a master of Avada Kedavra, you could theoretically just be in a bad mood one day, just point the wand at somebody as like the joke where you're like gonna be like angry at them and you just in your head be like Avada Kedavra, like you're pretending, and then accidentally shoot him with it.
Yeah. Although if you're pretending, I don't know how much you could. I think there has to be intent behind it. Because I mean, you could say a spell, and that doesn't mean the spell's going to happen. You know what I mean? I think you have to be like meaning what you're doing at the same time.
So if it's clearly not meant to actually happen, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, because I think it's like a whole bunch of factors, you know?
I've only seen. You know what's funny is I've never actually even seen like the middle movies. I've seen the first like 4 and then the last one. Like not even part 1. I've seen the last
So-
part 2 of Deathly Hallows.
You watch Harry Potter like I watch Marvel movies.
Yeah, actually, kind of. Except it's worse because the Marvel movies, like, at least a lot of them are somewhat. I mean, yeah, sure, they're all connected, but like a lot of them are somewhat separate still. Whereas like Harry Potter's a single series, and I've watched 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7 part 2.
I was gonna say it's worse because there's 8 movies, whereas like at least Marvel, it's like, okay, I can kind of see within 25 movies how you missed a few, right?
It's more than 25 at this point, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I was just throwing out a guess.
No, but like it's it's crazy. The only thing that's redeeming value for mine is that there are books, and I have read the books, so I know the plot, even though I haven't seen the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I'm losing like what's going on.
Sorry, since we brought up Marvel, have you seen this thing about the Avengers Doomsday trailer?
Yeah, because it just came out per recording like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
1 day ago.
Yeah, but have you seen the thing about the whole wig thing?
The wig thing.
Yeah,
no?
So you only see her for maybe like 5 seconds on screen, but there's a scene in the trailer where Mystique is transforming or whatever, and
changing into Yelena.
Yeah, but I guess there's like a moment, and people are laughing at it so hard because the wig, and I saw the still frame of it, the wig is so bad, just so bad, and everyone's just
like during the transformation or after?
No, I don't really know. I think it's during the transformation, but either way, people are just the budget for this movie, and then they got down to a Party City wig. They're just like,
see, that's weird because I've like seen the trailer and I don't remember a particularly.
I don't remember it bad, but I saw a thing about it, and then I saw people posting like the still frame, and I'm like, yeah, that is pretty rough. I'll if people don't want to go look this up themselves, I'll put it on our socials. But yeah, it's
because I was gonna say I don't remember a particularly bad wig.
I don't remember it. Like it happened. Like honestly, it happened so fast in the trailer.
Like I remember that scene being cool. Like in the trailer, I'm like, I thought it looked cool.
I thought it happened so fast that I was like, I don't even know how. Like, but you know how some people are where they sit there and like when certain movie trailers like that come out, they like watch it over and over again, and then they like stop it every 3 seconds to like really analyze the picture on the screen or whatever.
Well, I mean, literally the day it came out, within like less than an hour, there were like so many like analysis breakdown trailers or videos.
I mean, even movies I'm super excited for. I'm kind of like, I saw the trailer. Moving on. You know what I mean?
See, I watched one of them. Some movies like that, I'll watch a breakdown video on if I'm interested.
Yeah.
But I'll watch like one, and then I'll basically be like, okay. But like, I'm also the kind of person that generally, with a movie like this, I'm like, I will watch one breakdown trailer, but then I'm not even planning on watching anything past that because I don't necessarily want to know more about the movie.
Mine is, I will only watch breakdown trailers for movies. I'm kind of like, there's certain things that I think are interesting where I'm like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But I don't care enough to actually probably consume or watch that thing, right?
Yeah.
I feel like a really great example is like Last of Us. I thought the Last of Us story seemed really interesting, but I had zero interest in playing the game. Did not care. But like, and so that's like when the show was coming out, I don't mind watching people like break down and recap the show and talk about differences or like whatever, like when the trailers come out, when the episodes come out. Because I'm also like, I find it interesting enough for a 5-minute YouTube video, but I do not find it interesting enough to watch. I don't know how long those episodes are, an hour. I don't find it that interesting. So it's like,
you don't find that interesting?
Not enough to sit and watch it. No, I don't care enough. And it's really weird. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just, there's things like that. Like I weirdly am probably more likely to watch a Doomsday trailer breakdown because I'm just sort of like, oh, maybe I'll see it. Maybe I won't, you know?
Yeah.
But if it's a movie I really care about, honestly, sometimes if it's a movie I'm interested in, I'll watch one trailer and then I'll actually try to like not watch any more trailers. Like you were saying, it's like I don't
Well,
want
that's what I
any
was gonna
more
say. Yeah, it's like
information.
with this one,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch like the one breakdown,
Yeah.
and then past that, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. I don't need to watch anything else. In fact, I'm gonna not probably not watch the other trailers either because I kind of wanted like know as little as possible.
Yeah.
Other than I kind of wanted to watch the first trailer because obviously I wanted to watch the first trailer.
I hate that we agree on that. You know what I mean? So I really
Is
want
that the reason we're not really
yeah,
friends?
I really wanted that to be the reason we're not really friends was that we disagreed. So
Well, I mean, maybe the fact that we agree is that's it. You know?
that's the friends of not really friends.
Yeah, it's the friends side.
It's all the rest of this that was not really.
That part was the friends. The rest of it is not really.
Okay, well, to have the official ending, this is why we're not really friends.